thousand, but that depends on elections, so an approximate number right now, about 450,000. The dental insurance will increase the district portion about 29,000, again, give or take, depending on elections. And, you know, like I said, I'm gonna just continue to work on this over the next months as we get information from the state, how it's gonna affect our revenue sources, if we have to adjust expense line items. You know, it's a work in progress. We've been here before. We remain positive, you know, how this is gonna work out. You know, we have a lot of different options and things that we can do. So again, it's in the very early stages. We're not where we have been at this point in the year. You know, we're not at the same point at this time of year as we have been in previous years because of where the state budget is. It is nowhere right now. So we're just taking our time, being conservative and waiting for more information.
Okay.
So does anyone have any questions?
Any questions? No? All right, Amy, then you want to take us through the
Insurance.
dental and health insurance?
Yeah, so you may remember last July, we moved from a fully insured insurance plan to a more self-insured model, which was considered level funded with Centivo. We offered 3 plans. And over the course of this year, 2 of those plans performed very well. One of those plans did not. It ran pretty high in its loss ratio. So our renewal this July, we decided to move to a more traditional self-insured model. So it's not going to be level funded. It doesn't change much more in how we administer the plan, how claims are paid and things like that. It gives us a little more autonomy in how we design plans, a little more ability to make decisions about plan designs. But the idea is that you fund this plan so that you can cover all your claims and you have a surplus at the end of your plan year. Your stop-loss company and underwriters look at your claims history and use that to project your risk for the following year. So that's what they did, and came with a max funding renewal of 26% for us. Our consultants did shop around to fully insured plans like we used to have, and those renewals came back at about the same percent. So we were in the same boat regardless if we went fully insured or we stayed with Centivo. So we decided to stay with Centivo and offer the same 3 plans that we currently have but we also decided not to fund it to the absolute max. We landed at a spot in between the bare minimum and the max, so it's going to be like a 22 to 24% increase depending on all the individual elections of all the people that, you know, are in our plan. So we made a few plan design changes, a few enhancements with some of the services provided, and a couple network upgrades with discounts. But otherwise, the plan designs remain the same, co-pays remain the same, deductibles remain the same. Employee premiums were adjusted based on the experience in each plan. So that is what you would be approving tonight, to remain on Centivo with an increase of, like I said, it's going to be between 22 and 24%. Our dental insurance, we would be staying with MetLife. The renewal came in at 9%. We have no plan design changes. Employees still contribute 10%. And our vision insurance, we would be staying with MetLife, and that has no plan design changes, and there was no increase in the renewal. All of those rates remain the same.
Okay. So, I need a motion to approve the recommendation of the administration for the health and dental and vision insurance plans.
So moved. Second.
Any other discussion, questions for Amy? Hearing none, then all in favor say yes? Yes. Opposed? All right. Thank you, Amy, for putting that together, and we'll hope for the best here. Thank you. And now, item C, consider gifts and corresponding budget adjustments. Scott, do you want to take us through
Yeah,
that?
thank you. We'd ask the board to consider the following adjustments. A donation of tools valued at $1,250 from Sheboygan County Home Builders Association, Drexel, and ABC Supply. A donation of $1,681.99 from Parkview PTK for transportation to Madison, Beekler Farms, The Little Farmer, Speakers, Maywood, and Shalom Zoo. A donation of $232.95 from Parkview PTK for transportation to River Edge Nature Center. A donation of $421.45 from Horizon Path for transportation to Speakers, Lakeland College, and the fire station. A donation of $543.07 from Horizon Path for transportation to Betty Bryn Museum. A donation of $661.17 from Riverview Rapt for transportation to Lakeland College and Camp Anakiji. A donation of $271.64 from Riverview Rapt for transportation to Lakeshore Lanes, and a donation of $689.36 from Plymouth High School Model UN for transportation to Carthage College.
All right. We need a motion to accept these gifts and the corresponding budget adjustments. All in favor, say yes? Yes. And a big thank you to everyone who contributed. Moving on, consider approval of the first reading of Neola Policy 5411. Dina, you talked about it.
This is the policy, so we're in compliance with Act 20 with the promotion or retention of at-risk students.
Any questions for Dina at all? Then I need a motion to approve the first reading.
Make a motion to approve the first reading of Neola Policy 5411.
I'll second.
All in favor, say yes? Yes. All right, thank you, Dina. Public participation? No? Board liaison reports, community ed, Sally.
Community ed, there are 33 opportunities for all ages, and there are 11 new classes. And registration will be Wednesday, May 28th, starting at 11 a.m. Also, MyRec has athletic camps. There's basketball, football, volleyball, and tennis. And there is summer childcare available for the 4K through 4th grade available. And go on to Community Ed and look up these opportunities. So,
All right, thank you, Sally. Foundation, Janelle.
The foundation met last week, and we were very happy to have our big awards scholarship night was held on May 7th. And details can be found on the school's website on the homepage, but we gave out nearly $2 million in scholarships were announced to our students. And among the awards were 48 scholarships that were administered by or 48 scholarships over $65,000 that were administered directly by the foundation. So a lot of work to the team there. And all the details of who the awards and recipients are online on the school website. And a reminder to parents and students, please write thank yous to our donors. We really appreciate all the donations and scholarship opportunities. And the PEF, they also created their own dual scholarship enrollment this year. So right now, we have a scholarship opportunity, and applications are being collected through the end of May for high school students that they can earn up to a $200 reimbursement for the dual credit classes that they can take in the fall. So this helps students internally, that not our graduates. This is helping the undergrads.
Nice.
So raise your hand and apply. Details are online at the home webpage. So
Great.
it's pretty good.
That's great. And that's a new program?
It's a new program that the foundation created this year, just to help our students in-house, because you get most of your bang for the buck if you take a college credit while you're in high school.
Yep.
It can save you quite a bit rather than waiting to, and you can have those credits transferred directly to the state universities and so forth.
Great.
So if students
sounds
need help,
great.
raise your hand this month. Yes,
All right. Thanks, Janelle.
you're welcome.
Family resource, Kathy.
Along with their normal Biddy Book Club, which meets on Tuesdays, there's one on June 10th and June 17th at the Mead Library. The Tiny Tots Playgroup meets at 9:30 in the morning on this Thursday, May 22nd, and then June 26th at the Plymouth Public Library. They have two of their summer programs for kids that sounded kind of fun. Meet us at the fire station on Tuesday, June 24th at 6 o'clock. I can hardly read my writing. At the Sheboygan Fire Station number 1. It's free, but you do have to register online. And then in July, they're doing Meet Us at the Splash Pad on Thursday, July 17th at 10 in the morning at Firehouse Park in Sheboygan. That also is free, but you have to register online. So there's all sorts of information that can be found on their website, familyresourcesheboygan.org.
Thank you, Kathy.
Lots of fun things happening this summer.
Lots of stuff. All right, moving on to personnel. Scott, you gonna take this?
Yeah, personnel, we're bringing, excuse me, 6 individuals before you for approval. The first one being in attendance, top row to your right. We'd ask that you consider the approval of a 100% contract for Kevin Butters to be the Activities Director for the Plymouth High School, beginning with the 2025-2026 school year. Kevin has been with the district for 4 years. Consider the approval of a 100% contract for Chloe Kalk to be a 3rd grade teacher at Horizon Elementary School, beginning with the 25-26 school year. Chloe received her bachelor's degree from Concordia University. This will be Chloe's first year of teaching. Consider the approval of a 100% contract for Melissa Hill to be a special education teacher at Horizon Elementary School, beginning with the 25-26 school year. Melissa received her bachelor's degree from the University of Wisconsin-Stevens Point. This will be Melissa's 4th year of teaching. Consider the approval of a 100% contract for Sarah Drews to be a special education teacher at Plymouth High School, beginning with the 25-26 school year. Sarah received her bachelor's degree from Ashford University. This will be Sarah's 3rd year of teaching. Consider the approval of a 100% contract for Abby Freund to be an English teacher at Plymouth High School, beginning with the 25-26 school year. Abby received her bachelor's degree, excuse me, from Viterbo University. This will be Abby's 5th year of teaching. And finally, consider the approval of a 100% contract for Sarah Swinehart to be a science teacher at Plymouth High School, beginning with the 25-26 school year. Sarah received her bachelor's and master's degree from the University of Wisconsin-Madison. This will be Sarah's 1st year of teaching.
Great. All right, so I need a motion to approve contracts.
I move we consider the contracts.
Second.
All in favor, say yes. Yes. Opposed? All right, thank you, and welcome.
Thank you.
And yes, yes, all right. No items for consent agenda, President's report. So tonight, I just wanted to touch on declining enrollment. We talked about it in the committee of the whole. Reality, districts around us, demographics, enrollment will continue to challenge us. We hear about the budget challenges right now. And it's really, it just, like, you can't stress enough how important it is to really pay attention to what's going on in the school district. When I walked in tonight, Katrina alerted me to the fact that Ryan Krippendorf, he was putting on an art show that they're doing with the students with special needs. Amazing, right? And there are parents and people from the community in that area looking at what these students have done, and the students are proud of their work, and it's all on display. And it's happening in our school. And then we go through the rest of this evening, we see the AFS students that have come into our community and come into our school and made our school experience better. And then you hear from Janelle and what's going on in the foundation and all the money that we've given out into the community and all the money that comes in from the community, and we share it to make this community a better place. So then Kathy talks about what's going on at Family Resource and Sally with Community Ed, and you can't help but look at what's going on in the school district and know that we are the community. And this community, Plymouth, thrives because this school thrives. So we need to keep that top of mind. And when we hear all these strange alternative strategies about school vouchers and taking public funds and diverting them to private practice, it's wrong. It's not what should be happening. What should be happening is we should all be leaning in even harder, celebrating public schools even more, because when we lean in and we do the work that we do and see and hear about every single day, we're only making our community better. So that's our job. Our job is to tell that story, and maybe that declining enrollment trend, maybe we can get a few more people to come this way and bring their babies with them and put them in our school. So that's my report. Scott, your turn.
All right, thank you. Tough one to follow. Celebrations, I'll stick with that theme. We mentioned our scholarship night, May 7th. And again, it was a wonderful evening, so many things to be celebrated. So congrats to all of our seniors who were honored that evening. Again, north of $1.8 million and climbing. That's a conservative number. Last week, we also had our youth apprenticeship programming event as well to recognize the 52 juniors and seniors that participated in youth apprenticeship this past year. They put in more than 20,000 hours of work. A good chunk of that is some release time from school. They earned more than $300,000 in wages between the 52 of them over the course of the last year. So we talk about community and partnerships and things like that. We want to help our students discover the pathway that they want to pursue and have a plan for when they leave us. But I'm very confident that our local businesses and employers are also enjoying this relationship and benefiting from it as well. Our tech ed department, you may have read or heard Monday and Tuesday of last week, Design to Car. There were 15 schools that participated at Road America in this competition, one of them from as far as Texas. 13 of them were from Wisconsin, but one from Texas. So they took their qualifying lap, I believe, was second place on day one, and then they were in the top spot day two. So some cool pictures on our webpage as well for you to check out. You may have seen CBS 58 did a little spot on Fairview's play program. We partner with Generations, where people from Generations will come over, recess, and, you know, it's a little informal mentoring going on, whether you're shooting hoops or just talking, things like that. Really a neat spot that casts a great light on both the district and Generations, and again, a partnership in our community. Seventh graders took a band trip over to UW Oshkosh. UW Oshkosh's director is very well-known and accomplished, so they got to play for him, receive some feedback. And, you know, as a parent, I know that sometimes my own children maybe heard the exact same message from someone other than mom or dad, and they really bought into it, even though it was the same message. This might be an example where, you know, Mr. Fedizin had the opportunity to take our kids over to someone else and get some additional feedback. And so that was a very worthwhile experience. And in case you didn't hear, last one I've got for you. Last week, our middle school student council, in conjunction with RAPT, sold 2,200 Kringles, Uncle Mike's Kringles, which they sell themselves, in all honesty. They are, they are top notch.
I ate mine.
But yeah, 2,200 Kringles. I believe they cleared nearly $10,000 in that
Wow.
fundraiser. So a lot of organization on the part of a good number of people. So thank you and congratulations to them for that. Upcoming events, this Friday we have a Flex PD Day, so some staff has already put in their training and time prior to this and has a day off. Others will be reporting, but students will not be reporting. That is a definite. So they've got Friday off, and hopefully families can make use of an extended Memorial Day weekend in those cases. Tomorrow night, we're very excited. We've got our district recognition dinner, honoring those who've been with us 5, 10, 15 years and so on. But then the highlight really is our retirees, making sure that they feel the appreciation that we have for them and the years of passion and energy that they've poured into our kids in the community. So very much looking forward to that tomorrow night. Sally hit Community Ed and Rec. I don't think I have to hit that one again. Graduation, June 1st, 2 o'clock.
Wow,
It's May 20th. It's going to be here pretty quick.
unbelievable.
So we're excited for that, 70 degrees and blue skies. And lastly, the final day for all students will be June 6th. So that one can mark on your calendar as well. So lots coming up, lots to celebrate.
Great stuff. All right, thanks, Scott. Item 17. Aaron, I need a motion to adjourn. All in favor, say yes. Yes. This meeting is adjourned. Thank you all for coming.
Katrina, can you pass that to Sarah?